Today we're going to be talking about something that I haven't really talked about on Ashika Island yet, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to regret making this video, but the reality is Ashika is super sweaty right now. It's super stacky. Teams are playing very hip to hip. So today we're going to be talking about the team dynamic. How do we go about playing together as a squad instead of kind of splitting and fighting on our own? Now I've got a 45 kill trio quads win here that my teammates Davi, and Karen picked up that we're going to be breaking down. And by the way, I'll always encourage you to fight by yourself. You're going to start to get better. You're going to start to drop higher kill games more consistently. But the reality is that, you know, some of you aren't at that point yet. And with how sweaty and stacky it can be, sometimes it's just not possible. Some nights it's just too bad. Now, one thing I do want to quickly mention here as well is playing with randoms is awful as well. You know, especially in quad fills, guys, it's brutal. You know, they don't drop money. They don't have comms. They leave after they die twice. And I'd had enough, which is how I found Davi and Karen. I used a website. It's called tapin.gg. Basically, you just go on the website, you put your info in, and you can actually find teammates. Now, all of the teammates are over a 3.5 KD. They are sweaty players. So duo ultra, you're going to get one other teammate. Trio ultra, you're going to get two other teammates, at which point you can start to fill out your squad. And then from there, you just click find match. It's that simple. From there, you can either use game chat, you can use Discord chat, whatever is easiest. They are super easy to work with, and all of the teammates there are super flexible. So we're going to really break down how me, Davi, and Karen here go about playing together as a squad. Now, starting off right here, you know, we just know that people are around. As I turn this corner, I'm able to get enemy number one down, and sure enough, there are two enemies straight in front of me. So watch what I end up doing here. I'm going to challenge with a little bit of cover. I swap to the cast off 545, which I've got 10 bullets left at this point. And right here, I realize I'm in a pretty bad spot. Now, thankfully, he's in a bad spot as well. One thing that we're really going to pay attention to is the arrows from my teammates, right? Which way are my teammates facing and which way are they looking? As I push down here, notice that Karen is going to cover for me, right? So notice that Karen on the minimap is now looking towards the door that I pushed in, so that if anybody is chasing me, he's able to easily get that kill. You know, that's just kind of covering for your teammate. We will, of course, talk about trades throughout this video. By the way, one other thing with Tapin, as Karen and I are pushing up here to get this easy kill, one other thing is that if you have two teammates and you want to play quads, you can easily go find two more through Tapin. There's your full squad right there. There's your full quad. Same thing with trios. Maybe you have two and you want to find one more. You can easily go fill out a trio, that they don't give us trios anymore for some reason in the playlist. I don't know why. We only get quads, which is like arguably the stackiest game mode that there possibly is. But that's why we're making today's video. So back in here, guys, off to a decent start. You know, we're getting that momentum a little bit. We've got good cash flow. We're at like, you know, 16K, but we are playing quads here. So we're going to go focus bunker for a second. Let's go get some cash. Let's really get that momentum going the same way that I always talk about, although 20K is expensive. Now, right here, guys, I'm going to easily open this. Notice where my teammates are, right? So my teammates are a little bit behind me, but you can see them start to push my direction here. And as they do, Karen's going to go ahead and get it down. Karen is not going to get the thirst just yet, but he does come to me and say that there's one more around the corner. So as I push here, just that little bit of comm that we were in Discord chat, just that little comm right there tells me to keep an eye out for one more. I'm able to easily pick up that kill right there. So right here, guys, now we do have enough cash, but we hear people over to our left side. So we got to be careful here. Davi's picking up a kill. Now watch where we drop money. This is just a little thing, guys, right? Watch what we do here. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead. Davi says drop money for me, right? Davi's got 9K. He's in a good spot here. He's got to bring it up the rear. So Davi's going to take my money here. Karen's going to go ahead and drop his money right there. Now Davi's going to have all the cash. Davi's goal here is just to get loadout down. My goal and Karen's goal here is obviously to get kills, but it's to protect Davi at all costs, right? Make sure Davi gets loadout down, because the moment Davi gets loadout down, now we're in a good spot for the regain, right? That is kind of our first check mark in terms of being able to get loadout and everything like that and kind of get momentum early. Now, I want you to keep that in mind that we have loadout down right there. As I push this way, I don't know how I went. That pistol just smoked me. You see that Karen's able to get the kill right behind me, kind of covering. And in this moment, guys, kind of one thing that I do want to address here, which is kind of tapping your teammate, or should I save my self-revive here and let Karen kind of tap it, right? Finish the revive so that I save it? The answer is no. He's dead smack in the middle of fighting here. There's definitely a team around us, and we don't know if it's 1 or 4. So I'm just going to burn here. Let Karen keep covering for me. Now you notice that Davi's with me as well. Look how close we're playing together, guys. This is the reality of playing trio quads. unfortunate COD timing right there, right? As I go to push up, a little bit of unfortunate COD timing. I would also say this is me not keeping track of my cover, right? Like, let's not reload when we're completely, or swap weapons when we're completely out in the open. Not my brightest play of all time. Watch what happens here, though. Notice that Karen goes down as well. Davi's over to the left side here. Davi's able to easily finish off that kill. Now, Davi does not worry about us. Davi should not worry about my revive. Davi should not worry about Karen's revive. Davi's only job here, as technically the last person alive right now, assuming that Karen gets finished off and I get finished off, Davi's only goal is here's to stay alive. We do not have a 45 kill win in this game unless Davi stays alive right here. Now, Karen somehow survives this. I don't know how. Pushes in right here, is able to survive. Now they're back in business. Right here, guys, you saw 13 kills, off to a really good start early game. You know, when we look at like a 40 or 50 kill game, we're well on that pace right there. Now, when we talk about flying back in, guys, first things first, right? Instead of just full sending loadout here, be a good teammate. Right? Help out your teammates. I'm going to look for live pings. Let me see if I can get some live pings. There's the live ping right there. Now both of these guys know exactly where they are pushing, where they need to be pushing, right? That's a pretty easy kill at that point, and Karen's able to easily pick that up. I fly down on loadout. Karen ends up going down to another enemy, and watch how I keep the pressure on right here, right? So now we're in a 1v1 fight. Let's go ahead and keep the pressure on. Let's pause. Guys, when we talk about lethals and tacticals, you should not be running stuns, you should not be running flashes, you should not be running gas grenades, you should be running smokes. Smokes give you the most amount of outplay potential. You can no longer be live ping through smoke, you can no longer be tracked through smoke unless they just spray and pray. Use smokes. That's it. There's no discussion for this. Use smokes. Now, right here, you're going to once again see us covering for one another. I know that I'm a little bit low plate. Davi here's one below, so we're just going to pinch this really well. Davi ends up being a little bit low health right here, but, you know, it's not a problem. Even if Davi goes down right there, I'm easily able to get the revive. On top of that, Davi does have self-revive, so even if Davi goes down, I can kind of cover for a second, make sure there's nobody else around us here as Davi's self-reviving, and then I just kind of finish that last little bit off, and then we're in a really good spot. We save that self-revive. Self-revives are really, really crucial, guys. They're really helpful. Now, we're going to go ahead and pop a UE right here. We are on good pace, you know, just short of 20 for me, but we're also playing together as a squad. So yeah, it is a little bit harder to drop 20 when you are playing with a squad. Now, I'm gonna try to explain this the best way possible. Notice in this situation that Karen's not with me and Davi's not with me. You always have to be aware of where your teammates are and what the situation that you're in is, because in this situation, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go down here. I always keep it transparent with you guys and honest with you guys. I'm gonna go down here, but partially because I kind of play this like I have my teammates close by, and in reality, you know, Davi's close, but not close enough to be able to help me just yet. So I end up just like really making a stupid chow here. I get caught swapping weapons, which I just hit the wrong button, and I end up going down right there. So that's just a pretty bad play on my end. It's a mistake, but once again, we see that team dynamic of mistakes are okay. Once again, as long as we stay alive here, which notice that Karen's in a perfectly good spot. You know, Davi's obviously replating right here. We're up to 18 kills thus far. So, and I'm bringing up the rear here. Don't worry. I finished with the most kills. Don't worry. I finished with 18 here. We're going to go ahead and fly right back in, guys. Now, importance of that early game loadout drop is the fact that we can easily regain from here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to land right back in here. And that's one thing with quads that is a lot of fun is the quads lobbies stay a lot healthier than you know, the duos and the trios lobbies. So this lobby does stay healthy for a pretty long while, which is how we're able to kind of keep going and picking up 45 as a squad. Right here, we're just going to kind of push this together. We push right past the Claymore, which I didn't even know you could do. He kind of showed me that you could do that. I didn't know. I didn't even think about that. But now we're going to peek this corner. I get caught not anticipating with intent. Karen's thankfully right there with me, and now we're going to go ahead and regain a little bit. Now, immediately, you guys don't hear comms, but I promise you we're calming throughout this whole entire time. Right here, after I get the kill, it's my job to tell him what pings I get, right? Because he doesn't get the minimap pings. So now I'm going, hey, back where we landed, right? Back at bunker building. And we're going to go ahead and start to kind of push over this way a little bit, trying to see what we can find. Now, I'm still worried about the team over to my left side here, but, you know, we're in a pretty good spot to go ahead and fly over here. We've just got to be aware. So we're actually going to go clear that. Look at where I know Karen's not with me yet. Look at our spacing right here. So I know I'm sort of by myself in this moment. Got to really be careful. But look how close they are now, right? Now they're getting closer. Karen's pretty close to being able to trade if I need it. You know, we're just clearing. Karen's close. We're still clearing this one at a time, right? We're just clearing these corners. This is how we clear buildings and stuff, is we just basically clear a corner, and if they're there, we challenge. If they're not there, then we go ahead and we're ready for them, right? This is a great example of making sure that you have your crosshairs out and you're ready to go. We're able to get that knock. Let's go ahead and hit that throwing knife. One up top. Good live ping. When we talk about communication, guys, one of the biggest things that you can do is live ping. Live pings are incredible because not only do you give very clear comms, like instead of saying, oh, you know, on the second story or on the second level, you know, it's very clear where that enemy is. And on top of that, you also see where they are moving to. There's Davi with the wipe. Davi's on a good game thus far. We've got 6 here. I don't know how many we have as a squad, but we've got 9 other teams still alive. Now, immediately, guys, what's your thought process right here, right? You know, I always challenge you. What's your thought process? First thing you got to notice here is UAV, right? I don't know what we had there. We have, what are we? I think we just picked up a ton right there. Are we 22 now? Yeah, we're at 22, and we're moving and grooving here. Still got 9 other teams alive. Still plenty of time in this game. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to pop Yui right here. Now we're going to go ahead and push. We just kind of take this easy kill. Once again, you're going to kind of see this team dynamic here of being able to team shot, being able to trade a little bit, being able to kind of throw off an enemy who may or may not, you know, when it's a 1v1, who knows what happens here. But all of a sudden, you've got me and you've got Karen right behind you. You got Davi pushing up that way. That guy's never going to survive that. And as I'm starting to replate, sure enough, Karen and Davi are going to go ahead and challenge this guy right here. Watch us just absolutely converge on this next ping. I mean, this guy just gets... that guy's got no chance. Now, immediately, what do you notice right here? Right? First thought right here has to be a UAV. Now, I end up going forward, and then I come back here. So we're just going to... I pushed that forward about 10 seconds. Now, I immediately comm, hey, let's go over towards this Suki side here. Right? So there's the comm. Watch the minimap. You can see the comm happen. Davi's kind of chilling with me. Davi's kind of working his way over. But watch Karen here. You see Karen immediately turn my direction? That's just that little comm that kind of puts us all on the same page. Now, we've got to be aware here that it's just Davi and I. Karen is a little bit further back, but as long as you're aware of that, guys, it's okay, right? If Davi and I die here, it's not Karen's fault, right? Because Davi and I knew what we were pushing into. We're able to get this guy right here. Notice this is a great example where, watch what happens here. And if I am fighting this 1v2, guys, there's no way that I survive this because this enemy's shooting at me, right? But because he is shooting at Davi here, that allows me to take a little bit less damage. I only take a plate and a little bit, or a plate and 3/4. Now we're able to easily challenge this guy, and that's an easy team wipe. Now, what do you notice? Immediately, we're going to focus this team up here, right? This is our next concern, and now Karen's there, and we're going to go ahead and challenge this. Watch our spacing here, guys. Watch how we approach this fight. This is a classic example of slow down to speed up as a squad. So we're going to pop Yui. Watch how I play this versus watch how they play this. Now, this isn't to say that anybody played this wrong. We actually played this very well. Look at how we pinch this, right? So as we turn the corner, Davi and Karen kind of are shooting together. And then this guy's kind of playing this head glitch. So now I'm able to easily get that kill, right? Now we get caught in a tough spot here. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Davi goes down. Karen's got a self-revive. I'm getting pushed by gas. I've got to just buy myself a little window here to be able to get into zone. And by the way, one thing that I will say is Davi had a really good comm that you can't hear right here, which is, hey, you're pretty much last alive, right? Like, you've got to stay alive here because if I go down, he's going to finish Karen. I'm going to be kind of a sitting duck out in the open. And just like that, once again, our game ends and we don't drop a 45 kill win. Right here, still thinking about that enemy over to my right side, right? Still thinking about this guy somewhere. That's just execution, guys. Got to hit shots there with the Lockman 5.56. Now we're going to go ahead and just like this lobby actually got smoked. 4 other teams left in third circle here. We're going to pick up a lot of kills, though. We're going to pick up a lot of kills. Davi's boots on the ground here. Karen's over to the right side a little bit. My first thought process is there's got to be people rotating into this building right here. So we're just going to go ahead and push over. Try to see what we can find. And then, spoiler alert, sure enough, there's teams fighting over here, right? So we're going to be able to pick up a bunch of kills. This is one of my favorite sequences when it comes to playing as a squad here. Watch how well we play this together, right? Team shot right there. Can't quite get that thirst, so Davi's pushing in down below. I'm pushing in. I'm going to pinch this from a different angle. Now we're going to play up top. Notice that Karen on the minimap is kind of right behind me. Davi gets caught down below, but I'm able to easily clean this up. There's enemy number 1, and he has a great comm here, which is there's 2, right? So I don't worry about the thirst. I challenge around the corner. That doesn't give him time to plate up. So here's how this plays out. There's two. Okay, I get that guy down. We immediately challenge around this corner. Right there, I thought that was actually another enemy. But now we're going to go ahead and revive. Yes, I know I walked by a UAV. I did not catch it in the moment. Now we got another team pushing in here. We got somebody's precisioning us. Challenge right there. We just got to wait. We just got to wait this out. They're still fighting, though, right? Because notice that at this moment, does Davi plate up? I don't know if Davi actually gets plated. Does Davi get plated, or does Karen just peek the corner and help? This is actually really smart, guys. Look at the angles that we take. Look at the angles here. Look at where Karen, knowing that Davi's very low health, is actually covering this angle here, right? So we're in a really good spot where we can't really get flanked at the moment. Now, as soon as Karen notices somebody, Davi's going to chow, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of keep pushing. Notice my first instinct a lot of times is to throw smokes, but that's because I'm used to fighting on my own. Now, we got to find our way out of this, guys. How do we fight our way out of this situation? High ground, high ground, high ground. And once again, I'm going to get out of this here. Davi had come for plates. Davi said he needed plates. We drop plates. We're good to go. We're going to get out of this right here because of my teammates. Right here, we got one peeking up top. That guy's dead right there. We're going to challenge right there. Notice one more. I do not catch this guy on my rooftop. But as I go to challenge here, I'm in a really bad spot. I have to swap weapons here. Right, so there's the Vaznev swap on low plates. Thankfully, Davi right here. Look at Davi on the right. Oh, you can't see Davi. Let me flip my camera off. Look at Davi on the right side. See Davi on the right side down there? Davi's going to help me win this, guys. I don't think I win that if Davi's not there. I think I'm in a pretty bad spot. 16 kills, by the way. Look at that, right? We pick up that pace a little bit. We get some more kills that are going our direction. I don't know what we're at as a squad, but at this point, guys, 7 other enemies left. We were just kind of pushing to keep dropping a banger here. We're going to keep pushing, keep pushing. By the way, this clutch is absolutely perfect. This clutch is perfect. Karen goes down, unfortunately, so we got to fight our way back here. Got to fight our way back. That guy just gets smoked with a Vaznev. Bye. Nice to meet you. Good to see you. On to the next game. 17 kills. People pushing up here. Watch how we play this. We just keep moving. Look at Davi with the trade. Look at Davi with the trade. Just couldn't quite get the down, though. We're just going to keep pushing here. Push out back. Oh, my gosh. I thought for sure he was around that corner. Keep clearing these sides. Yep. Davi gets a down. Davi gets a thirst. What are we at there? Let's see if we can catch scoreboard right here. Look, now, guys, I could have been plating there. I probably should have been. What are we at kill-wise? 39, right? So look, 17, 11, 11. I mean, we're zooming at this point. Right here, I'm in a bad spot. We peek down, and we just got to snake. We don't even snake that, guys. That's just a simple crouch. 26. We got $38,000. Unfortunately, not a good buy station here to buy Karen back. There's a kill right there. We are at 3 other enemies alive at this point. 3 other enemies alive. And by the way, when it comes to tap-in, guys, you know, I did comment to them. This is where, you know, if you're on PR pace or something, they're there to help you out. So, you know, I commented to them, hey, guys, can I drop the 20 here? They were going to do what they could to help me drop the 20. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but they were like, hey, yeah, no problem. Go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and grab the 20. They're just going to assist me. And I'll talk kind of through that team dynamic a little bit more. Unfortunately, Karen's still down here. Can't quite, you know... We can't quite hit that buy station just yet. We're clearing down here. I have no idea where these enemies are. No idea where these enemies are. By the way, my math was wrong here. I thought for sure that it was 3v1v1, which is why I pushed this so aggressively. You know, just caught in a really bad spot, and now I go down. Now, as we go ahead and go to Davi here, it is a 2v1 situation right here. Davi has no plates. Now it is a 3v1 situation because they just bought back right here. 13 kills. He's somehow able to swing that down right there using the Lockman sub. Now we got to be careful. Watch how he plays this. Watch how he plays this. 1v2 situation, guys. I love this endgame. I love this endgame. This is the perfect way that we could have ended this video. Just playing gas mask here. Got to be really careful. I commented to him, hey, there's one straight ahead of you. And at this moment, guys, being a, you know, obviously sitting from the sidelines a little bit because I'm dead, my job is to be his second set of eyes and ears, right? So in this situation, hey, Davi, you can buy back. You can buy back. So he's going to go buy back, right? Now we're in a 2v2 situation here, and 2v3 because he's actually going to stay alive. He buys gas mask. Now right here, Davi and Karen were like, hey, Joe, do you want the 20? Do you want the 20? And I'm like, I kind of want it, but I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to land on this guy who's literally just staring at me. So at this point, I said, hey, let's just clutch the dub. Let's just get the win here. Really good game all the way around. Let's go ahead and clutch it up. you know, Karen's going to take care of those guys up top. And just like that, guys, that is just a really good win all the way around as a squad. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Once you are done with your teammates, guys, all you have to do is you click end session. You can give them a rating. You can kind of rate them using stars. I, of course, gave Davi and Karen 5 stars here. You can add them to your favorite list, right? So you know, tap in knows who your favorite teammates are, and then you can actually leave them a tip as well. So you can leave them a little tip, kind of say thank you for either carrying you or playing with you. You know, we again know how sweaty it can be. So I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.